right back live. Okay. I'm gonna finish answering her question. I hope she's watching. Okay. When you get arrested, the police don't tell you what your sentence is, right? You don't get your sentence because you got to be tried and found guilty, You might already know if you're guilty, right? Let's say you are guilty. They don't tell you right then. You go and you wait, or you come back to court after you get bail, and then they give you a sentence. They never tell you on the spot. I need black parents to understand that you don't have to give your child a consequence immediately. Stop thinking you have to assign a consequence immediately. You don't have to assign a consequence immediately. Tell the child, I'm going to think about what your consequence is going to be, and send them off with a pre-consequence. Go to your room. A pre-consequence. I got some extra work for you to do. A pre-consequence before the official consequence. Now, her daughter is 7 years old. Beautiful little African princess. I'm willing to bet you that she might be a little spoiled. Mothers, stop spoiling your children. Stop yelling and screaming. Be consistent with the discipline. Okay? And you should already know what the consequences are going to be before your child even violates the rules. You should already know, because you know your child. First offense, this is the consequence. Second offense, this is the consequence. Third offense, this is the consequence. You should already know. Never give consequences out of emotion. Never give consequences out of emotion. Never give consequences out of emotion. No emotion. Okay? Calm. Think. No emotion. Because when you give consequences out of emotion, you tend to go too far. When you give your child consequences out of emotion, you tend to go too far, which means you're going to end up taking back the consequence. And we don't want that happening. We don't want you to end up coming back to take away the consequence. Don't tell your child they're going to be on punishment all summer and can't go outside. You know that's ridiculous. You know why you said that? Because you gave a consequence while you were angry. Just tell them a consequence is coming, okay? Consequences should come as quick as possible, though. Consequences should come as quick as possible. The same day. Consequence the same day. And the reason you want to give consequences the same day is because you want to exterminate that behavior. You want to kill the misbehavior. And the only way you can crush the misbehavior is by punishing it as soon as you see it. It's like a weed growing up in your garden. Do you wait till the weed is 5 feet tall? Do you wait till the weed is 3 feet tall? Do you wait till the weed is 6 feet tall? No, you don't. You crush that weed as soon as you see it. And that's what you must do with your child's misbehavior. That's what you must do with your child's misbehavior. Crush it as soon as you see it. But also, parents, make sure you understand something. If your child is more committed to misbehavior than you are to appropriate behavior, they have won before you have even tried. I'm going to say it again. If you don't believe you can change your child's behavior, they will feel it. Energy. We are energy beings. If your child knows that you're not serious about making them change, you already lost. Don't even try. You must psychologically and spiritually believe that you can tackle this, because if your son is more dedicated to misbehavior than you are dedicated to positive behavior, if your daughter is more dedicated to misbehavior than you are dedicated to positive behavior, you've already lost. So make sure you have made up your mind psychologically. Make sure you have made up your mind psychologically to change your child's behavior. Otherwise, you have lost. Remember, you can't teach discipline if you don't have any yourself. Are you listening to me, black mother? The reason it's difficult for you to change your son's behavior is because you are emotionally weak and he knows it. Let me say it again. The reason a lot of black mothers can't change their son's behavior is because you're emotionally weak and he knows it. Too many black mothers engage their sons just like they engage their romantic partners. Too many black mothers engage their sons like they engage their romantic partners, which is to say, from a position of weakness. Your sons run over you and your lover runs over you because you deal with both of them from a position of weakness. That's why we have a lot of black women in homes. This is why we have a lot of black women in homes who don't get respect from their man and they don't get respect from their sons. They don't get respect from their son and they don't get respect from their man. You know why? Because you engage both of them from a position of weakness. In other words, you're begging them to respect you. You're asking them to respect you. You're pleading with them to respect you. You ever notice that when the police pull you over, they are often a few words? Why are the police a few words? Because they have the power to arrest you. And you know that they have the power to arrest you. So there is a behavioral consequence that the police have that we all know about, including that damn gun that they unjustifiably use too often. Police genocide, we must crush it. But there's a consequence that they have in handcuff or gun that lets you know that you're going to do what I tell you to do, or there's going to be consequences. That's why police don't say much. I got a ticket the other day in New York City. It was racial profiling. I got a ticket the other day in New York City. It was racial profiling. I'm going to challenge it. I was about to go through the Lincoln Tunnel and I got pulled over. She said I was using my cell phone. I had Pennsylvania plate and you thought I was escorting some drugs or some weed, and that's why you pulled me over, not because of no damn cell phone. Okay? But guess what? When I tried to plead to the police, I didn't do nothing wrong. Why couldn't you just give me a warning? She didn't say nothing. Because if I would have kept going, she probably would have yanked me out the car, arrested me. You see? So I knew, chill out. You got to get back home. Let it go. Write your appeal, racial profiling, handle it later. In other words, black women, you have to stop talking so much and start executing consequences. Did you hear what I said, black women? Did you hear what I said, black women? Stop talking so much and start executing consequences. Your son yelling and screaming? Poker face, looking right in the eye. Poker face. And you know what you tell him? The next time you raise your voice at me, you're going to find somebody else to pay for that basketball camp this summer, because I'm not paying for you. You got one more time to raise your voice at your mother, and there will be no basketball camp. Oh, those new sneakers I was going to get you next week? Come in here again and flunk another test and see if you get them. No more rap. I'm done. Problem with women is y'all emotional, so y'all always trying to tap into the emotions of your son. Women are emotional, so you want to tap into the emotions of your husband. You want to deal with us on the level of spirit and emotion. Black women like to deal with us on the level of spirit and emotion, and that's a mistake. I didn't say you should never do it. Spirit and emotion is part of the divine matrix. Spirit and emotion is part of the divine matrix. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're dealing with misbehavior and disrespect, you don't deal on the level of spirit and emotion. You understand me? When you're being disrespected by your man and your son, you don't deal on the level of spirit and emotion. You deal on the level of consequences. I told you your baby mom cannot call this house after 9 o'clock at night. If she got an issue, she need to get that at you before 9. And if the baby got to go to the hospital or something like that, that's understandable. Because I think the woman still want you, and I think you kind of still want her. There's no easier hole to crawl back into than the one that was already dug. There's no easier hole to crawl back into than the one that was already dug. There's no easier hole to crawl back into than the one that was already dug. So your baby mom don't call here after 9 o'clock. And the next time you get a text from her after 9 o'clock dealing with anything other than your son, I'm going to go stay with my sister for 30 days. No contact. Stella gonna get her groove back, Negro. Let her call here one more time, and I'm going to stay with my sisters for 30 days, 30 nights. And you know, neither her or her husband like your ass, so you won't be able to come over there. You won't be able to ring the bell, and you won't hear from me. In fact, I might get a new phone number. Stella gonna get her groove back next time your baby mom call here at 9. That's it. Stop dealing with emotions. Deal with behavior. That's how you handle business. And I'm about to take another call. But the problem is when you're emotionally needy, you are afraid to give out consequences because your unconscious is so pathologically lonely that it feels that if you give out a consequence that's too strong, they're going to walk out your life forever. His ass ain't going nowhere because guess what? He ain't going to have it easier nowhere else. With you, he getting his cake and eat it too. He ain't getting that nowhere else. He ain't getting that nowhere. So don't worry about that. And guess what? If he leaves, maybe he did you a favor. If he leaves, maybe he did you a favor. Because if a man leaves you for you demanding respect, he did you a favor. Let's go back to the Black Parent Teleconference. Tap in. This is Emperor Ifatunde Oguntade I, King Kong Consciousness, Scholar of the Decade, Breakfast Club blockbuster. You understand? Shout out to Charlemagne and Envy. We make history every time I hit Breakfast Club. I get views like a rapper, but I don't do gangster rap. I get views like a rapper, but I don't do gangster rap. All right. Let me go back to Yana Too Fly because we cut her off before. Yana Too Fly, where you at, baby? I think you were my last call.
Hi.
Here's what I want you to do.
I heard everything you said. I took my notes.
One more thing
you were
for you.
Exactly right. I wanted to say really quickly, my daughter is spoiled. She's an only child. I'm 38. Her dad is 42. We live in separate homes in the same town. So we co-parent. We alternate weeks. Okay. So Monday, she comes Monday. She stays all the way till next Monday. Then we switch. She stays almost down the street with him for the week. So there's a few things going on. There's the discipline that I implement. I think education is important. I think reading is important. He sometimes said to me, I'm going to be the fun parent. So that means
that can be an issue because y'all have to agree on that discipline.
Dr.Umar.
Because if she can disobey your rules all week and then go to him and have fun all week, that's undermining your system.
I know. That's one thing. It's a constant challenge. It is a constant challenge. And he does implement discipline sometimes. But like you said, mothers can be soft on their sons and fathers can be soft on the daughters because they're dealing with emotion.
Yes.
And he's a great dad. He provides and protects her. But it's just the discipline aspect. Paisley does whatever she wants. I said, Paisley, it's time for bed. I don't want to go to bed. Paisley, it's time for a shower. I don't want to go to the shower. And it's just like, it's hard. And like I said, the screaming and yelling, that's all I do till I'm red in the face, screaming like a maniac. And so I'm going to work on the things that you said as far as making consequences. They can be like later on.
Yes.
Sending her to her room.
Consequences are right. Give notice,
pre-consequence, and then the consequence. And I'm also going to work on having a list of consequences, like first, second, and third, already listed, like you said.
Okay.
Because she is a good child. She's very spiritual. I have a picture. I'll send it to you. When we came to your thing, she had on her, her red, black, and green flag, and she's all with it. She loves being a Nubian child. She's a healer, everything. She's 7. So she has good attributes, but it's just the discipline part. I don't want to lose her to that, I don't want to lose her to that. So.
And also, make 2 more things before I let you go. Make sure you have some rewards that she can earn. But rewards are not every day. Punishments are every day. Consequences are every day.
Okay.
Reward, you know what she'll get since y'all alternate weeks? She'll get her rewards when she comes back the following week. In other words, if she's with you for 7 days, you might say 5 good days out of 7 is a successful week, right?
Right.
Or 4, whatever you want to set the bar at. It could be 4 good days. It could be 5 good days. I don't really want to get to 3 and 2 because that's too low of a threshold. So she gives you 5 good days, right? And remember, on the bad days, she's getting a consequence on those days, those very days, right? So a consequence on the day where she earned it. But the reward, you have to earn that. So if you get 5 good days out of 7, when you come back from your dad, you and mom are going to go to the movies. We're going to go to your favorite pizza restaurant. We're going to go to the zoo. So the reward she'll get when she come back from dad, but the consequences she'll get right there in the moment with you. Yeah. So rewards have a date. Consequences are immediate. Yes. Rewards are future, consequences are now. Rewards are in the future, consequences are now. And I also recommend that you get a calendar for the wall. A calendar for the wall, dry erase, you know, Toys R Us or Office Max, some dry erase markers. And every day before she goes to bed, you review her day in school and at home. 2 different color markers. Let's say you got a red one and a green one, right? Red for school, green for home. If she had a good day at school, she get a red smiley face. Bad day at school, red sad face. Okay? Good day at home, green smile face. Bad day at home, green sad face. And then at the end of the week, before she go to her dad, you add up how many good days. And if she met your goal, then congratulations. When you come back, this is what we're going to do for your reward. Right? Punishments, you got a sad face today. You got to go to bed early today.
Now.
Yeah, now. You know, so that's how you do that. And if the consequence got to wait till tomorrow sometimes, that's fine too. Because maybe something was scheduled for tomorrow that she just lost because of the behavior today. Okay? So you might say, tomorrow, you're not going to be able to go on such and such trip because you got a sad face from school today.
And another question, as far as like extracurricular, she's not doing cheerleading now, but she does like drama class. Those are things that we pay for. Okay. So consequence-wise, is it if you did something bad today, you don't get to go to drama?
It can be that. Now, you may not want to start
Dr.
there.
Umar, but
you may not want to start by taking that since y'all pay for it.
Yeah.
But if it is her Achilles heel, sooner or later, you will have to pinch it.
If it gets to like the 3rd one, like not first or second offense.
Yeah, that might be the 3rd offense. The 3rd or 2nd offense may be that. Because if that's what really moves her, if that's what she lives and dies for, that drama program, then that's her Achilles heel, and y'all will have to pinch it. But that might be a 2nd or 3rd offense before y'all snatch that.
Okay, and one more thing. Are you going back to where Sister Kalia is in Montclair?
I'll be going
back to Jersey?
Yes, possibly Montclair. The training will be there. We haven't confirmed the venue yet and the date. So it could possibly be there, but yeah, I'm sure I'll be coming back at some point.
And did you have any dates in like I'm in North Jersey where you said I'm close to like New York and Patterson, like you said. You don't have anything in the North Jersey area, mostly Montclair and Newark, right?
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. I don't have Jersey or New York confirmed right now.
Nowhere in New York? Not yet.
We're working on a couple. Like I got a couple people tapping in, but New Jersey, New York, nothing confirmed. Connecticut, it looks like New Haven, which is probably
New Haven, maybe. I went to college in Connecticut. So
what's that, an hour and a half for you? Drive
about that, yeah, hour and a half. But you can take a train right there. You can take a train from 34th Street to get right there.
I think New Haven is going to be April 11th. I think New Haven is going to be April 11th. I'm probably going to confirm that today.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Queen.
And I'm going to send you that picture so you can see Paisley when we came to see. Okay.
Thanks a lot, everybody. All right. Peace and love. All right. So, yes, brothers and sisters who tapping in next, make sure y'all donate. FDMG School. Get on that Cash App, family. Get on that Cash App, family. Get on that Cash App, family. We're trying to raise the $350 that we need to renovate the Honorable Marcus Garvey building by spring. That's my goal. I want to renovate the Honorable Marcus Garvey School building by spring. I want to have a grand opening conference this summer inside of the Honorable Marcus Garvey building. Please, please, please donate. $ FDMG School, check or money order, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Let's see who else about to tap in. Okay. It's Gray Davis going once. It's Gray Davis going twice. There we go. Where you at, Gray? You live, black man. You live. What, you was taking a nap on me?
Oh, no, I was just laying down real quick.
Where you at in the world, black man? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey City. You know, I never spoke in Jersey City.
Oh, wow.
I've been to Newark. I've been to Patterson. I've been to Camden. I've been to Trenton. I've been to New Brunswick. I've never been to Jersey City. But go right ahead with your question, black man.
So I just want to know what you think about the concept of, imagine 1 million black people donated just $1 a month toward education, toward combating gentrification. So everyone would be able to go to a website to sign up for their $1 to automatically get deducted from their bank account.
That's powerful. I like it. I would like to do something like that for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy as well, in addition to what you spoke of, gentrification and other much needed crusades in our community. I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I am totally at a loss to understand why I have 500,000 Instagram followers and I don't have $1 million to renovate the school. If all my Instagram followers gave me $2,
Yeah,
we would have it. Facebook, same thing. If all my Facebook followers gave me $2, we would have it. So let me do this right now. I want everybody on Instagram and everybody on Facebook, go on your Cash App and donate $2 to the school right now. I want to see how much money we can get today to renovate the building. Who knows, my brother? It's the end of the year, last lecture of the year tonight. Everybody on Instagram and everybody on Facebook, it's the $2 challenge. $2 challenge. Go on your Cash App right now, $FDMG school. Send me $2 right now. You can send more. You can send more, but I'm only asking for 2. Can everybody, I want all 400,000 Facebook followers donate $2 right now. I want all 500,000 Instagram followers donate $2 right now. $FDMG school. I want to see if this will work. Who knows? We might get the money today. We might get the money today. You can donate more than $2, but at least $2. $FDMG school. Go ahead, bro.
So do you think this is something we can actually implement and put together? Because I, for real, foresee 5 million people coming to the website, people that have like minds and similar goals. 5 million people on the website that would generate $60 million every year. That'll be $5 million every month. And at the end of the year, that would be $60 million every year. But I foresee 10 million black people being signed up, which would be $120 million per year. You know? So just a simple thing of getting people like you, people like other powerful people, actors, Russell Simmons, all types of people with like minds, to get their following and their fan bases on social media to also go and sign up. And I foresee it being something so powerful and really big to just help us to get to a point to where we can start to invest in our own things and combat a lot of things that's going on right now.
I got you. I appreciate that, my brother. That's all we need to do. You right on the money, man. You right on the money. I'm posting the link right now on Instagram. Let me post it a few more times. If you don't have the Cash App, the full link is cash.me/$FDMG school. Cash.me/$FDMG school. Cash.me/$FDMG school. Thank you, Sister Gail Crump. Thank you, Gabriella Conde. Thank you for that. Everybody get on your Cash App right now. Donate $2. Let's see if we can do this today. My brother, thank you for that very much. Get in contact with me, brother. I'm trying to find a place in Jersey City to come and do my debut. I've never been there. You have my cell number? Do you have my cell number?
I don't.
Can you take it down? You able to take it down?
Yep. Right now. What is it?
215.
Okay.
989.
Yep.
9858.
Got it. I'm gonna definitely text you. Hopefully, this is something we can put together.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you know of an IT person that has the ability to build that platform? Because it's all about the platforms.
Yes, I do.
Right now, I'm struggling. Let me tell you this. I'm going to share this with you for everybody. I've been on the international conscious scene for 10 years, right? This is the end of my first decade. 20 years doing the work, but 10 years internationally. I haven't found an IT person yet in 10 years, brother, that can build me the type of platform I need so I can shut down my Instagram. I don't want to be on it. I want to shut down my Facebook. I don't want to be on it. I want to shut down my Twitter. I don't want to be on it. I want my own platform where I can do my videos. I ain't got to worry about being censored. I don't have to worry about the haters trying to get my page shut down. If you know of an IT person, but they got to be serious, because I met two brothers. They were master IT. They were master, but guess what? They wasn't serious. They didn't get the work done. They took my money, didn't do my product, and they could do it, but they just was not serious. We need them to have the ability, but we also need them to be serious. Do you know anybody like that?
I do.
Okay.
I definitely do.
So shoot me that text, and we're going to build.
All right, bet.
All right, brother. Peace and love. All right.
Love.
Baba Mensa. Good Garvey Day to you. What's the word? 3 to 6 only? Okay. So let me ask you this though. That 3 to 6, does that include door open time? I hope it doesn't. What time will the doors open? You may have to start at 3, but are they letting you allow the people in at 2 or 1? What is the door open time? So the doors will open at noon, program 3 to 6. All right. Doors at noon, program 3 to 6 today in Detroit. All right, Baba. So what time you want me to come on? Because you know I'm gonna have to take pictures with the people at the end. I mean, we could probably do them outside though. It ain't gonna be raining. What time you thinking I'm coming on? 5 till 6 or 4 to 5, or what you thinking? Okay. How much intro programming do you guys have? Any other opening acts or anything like that? Anybody singing a Black National Anthem? How much pre? Okay. Okay. So it sounded like maybe 4:30 for me. Okay. 4:30. Okay. 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 Just give me a power hour. I could do a power hour, Baba, because I need to leave y'all time to wrap up at the end. You feel me? I got to leave y'all time to wrap up at the end. So I'm going to do 4:30 to 5:30, and then y'all could close them out from 5:30 to 6 while I do my pictures with the family. I didn't bring any books, Baba, because I'm working on my second book, which will be releasing next month, January. So what we'll do is I'll come back and we could do a special book signing for the UNIA. When the book drop, I'll come back. Y'all could bring me back just for that. You know, that could be a UNIA meeting, however y'all want to do it, and we'll do a book signing event with the Q&A. All right, Baba, so we good to go. I'm going to post this to let everybody know on my social network. Hopefully they all get it, because I've been telling them I was speaking at 6, so it's moved up to 4:30. But we got enough time. It's still early, and I'm going to let everybody that's on my Instagram and Facebook right now. I have a live Black parent call I'm doing right now, so I'll let them know. Okay. Okay. All right, Baba. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, and I'm going to finish this call, and I'll ring you back then. All right, Baba. Gotcha. All right, brothers and sisters. Detroit, there has been a change to the Kwanzaa program today. There has been a change to the Kwanzaa program. It is still happening. It is still today. It is still at the Charles Wright Museum. But it will be from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. with the doors opening up at noon. Please spread the word. My information on my social media is incorrect. The information on Dr. Umar's social media is incorrect. The Kwanzaa program today at the Charles Wright Museum, hosted by the UNIA-ACL Division 407, is 3 until 6. Dr. Umar speaks at 4:30. 3 until 6. Dr. Umar speaks at 4:30. 3 until 6. Dr. Umar speaks at 4:30. The doors will open up at 12 if you want to visit the museum before the program. The doors open up at 12 noon if you want to visit the museum before the program, which we recommend you do since it is one of the largest African-American museums in the country. We strongly recommend that you go and visit the museum between 12 and 3, program 3 to 6. Doors open 12 to 3, program 3 to 6. I speak at 4:30. Detroit, please spread the word to everybody you know. Dr. Umar speaks at 4:30, not 6. I've been advertising 6, but it's been changed, and I will be speaking at 4:30. Again, we have a special end of the decade FDMG emergency fundraiser going on right now. A special end of the decade FDMG emergency fundraiser. We're asking all Dr. Umar followers on Instagram and all Dr. Umar followers on Facebook to go to your Cash App and send me $2. Send me $2. The full link is cash.me/$FDMG school. The full link is cash.me/$FDMG school. If you already have the Cash App, all you have to do is $FDMG school. You can send more than $2. Lord knows I want you to send more than $2, but I'm asking you to send at least $2 because of my 500,000 Instagram followers and my 400,000 Facebook followers and my 90,000 Twitter followers. That's 1 million people. That's 1 million people. That's 1 million people. Okay? That's 1 million people. But I know all 1 million Dr. Umar social networkers ain't going to send me $1. I know all 1 million Dr. Umar social network followers ain't going to send me $1. So I'm asking for those of y'all who care enough about saving our boys to get on your Cash App right now and donate $2 for you. $1 for you and $1 for the other Negro who follows me who ain't going to donate. $1 for you and $1 for the other Negro on social network who ain't going to donate. I am here. I am in Detroit. I am speaking today at 4:30 at the Charles Wright Museum. Doors open up at 12. Program from 3 to 6. Dr. Umar speaks at 4:30. That's the program. I'm going to take another phone call. Excuse me, another video request. Let me see who we got. Chickley T going once. Chickley T going twice. Chickley T, how you doing, beautiful? Look at that big pretty smile. Peace and love to the king right next to you. And I think he's driving, so y'all can't be in America because the steering wheel is on the wrong side of the car.
Oh, no. We're in America. We're in Louisiana.
But who's driving? Who's driving?
My husband's driving.
But why is the wheel on the wrong side of the car?
I don't know why it looks like that.
How y'all get the wheel on the other side of the car in America?
I promise you it's on the right side.
No, it's not. The wheel.
It's on the left side. It's just the camera making it look like that.
Oh, for real? Okay. I might have a learning disability. Where y'all at? Where y'all at in the world?
We're in Louisiana.
Louisiana. I will be there February the 1st. What's on your mind, Queen? What's your question?
We are raising my 11-year-old brother. We've had him for 4 years. He has a number of challenges, impulsivity, lack of concentration, speech impediment, a lot of things we just thought was just kind of environmental. So we're very disciplined people ourselves. So we have really just said, okay, let's just structure, lots of discipline, structure. And so we've been doing that for the last 4 years. And when we first got him, we said, we weren't even thinking about medications at all, just really structure. And so my question was more like, because he has two great advocates, do you ever feel like it's a time when medication is helpful for identified ADHD, not or impulsivity or inattention? Do you feel like medication is just not an answer at all?
I believe that medication is never, ever appropriate for ADHD, conduct disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, or any other externalizing disorder. So anything that got to do with behavior, we can change it behaviorally without medicine.
Those are behaviors, and I feel the same way about behavior. But what about the inability to concentrate? Attention.
Here's where we
really
start.
Not being able to focus. Comprehension.
Here's where we start. We start by finding out what is the function of those behaviors. Why is he inattentive? Why is he not concentrating? He's 11 years old. He's been with you guys for 4 years, and you guys are doing a tremendous job. We know that. But let me ask you this question, because a lot of boys I see with the so-called ADHD are really suffering from another kind of ADHD, and that's called an attachment disruption due to home life dysfunction. Attachment disruption due to home life dysfunction. In other words, my question is, as great as you guys are, you're not the biological parents. Where are the biological parents? And how often does he get to interact physically with the biological parents?
Unfortunately, mom and dad have both passed away.
Okay. How long ago?
Mother earlier this year, father a couple years ago. But
trauma.
He's always had all of these type of symptoms. These aren't new occurrences. Now, we both expected it to possibly get worse now that his mother has passed away. But these have all been, and we've seen some increases as well. Now, he's done great. He's gotten better, but it's to the point where he's in 4th grade, and we actually held him back in kindergarten when we first got him. He's supposed to be in 5th grade. And,
he's in public school now? He's in public school now?
He's in public
Is he struggling academically?
No, it's not a learning disorder, but it does impact the learning with not being able to concentrate. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Is the school complaining about behavior, or is the behavior mostly a home life thing? Where's the behavior occurring, the challenge?
Both in school. Now, we do have a great system around him in school, as best as we possibly can, right?
Okay.
And
where's the behavior plan at? Is there a behavior plan in school?
There isn't a behavior plan. It's
Does he have a, and he was
does
diagnosed,
have an IEP.
He doesn't have an IEP.
He does have an IEP.
Okay, and the IEP is for the ADHD?
The IEP is for the ADHD and
okay, is there a reason why?
And speech.
Okay, he gets speech.
Well.
Okay, he gets speech. Okay, is there? Okay, how bad is his speech challenge, and how bad? Tell me about his speech. Tell me about the speech. How delayed?
The speech. Oh.
The best way to describe the speech problem, he sounds like he's about 6 years old.
He sounds like he's about 6. So you know what you're telling me right there? You're telling me self-esteem. You're telling me social skills. You're telling me insecurity. You follow me? You're giving me reasons to help explain that lack of concentration, that inattention. You're giving me reasons right there. And I'm only bringing that up to let you know this ain't got nothing to do with medicine. It's all psychology and emotion. All of it. Nothing to do with medicine. It's all psychology and emotion. He's 11 years old with the speech of a 6-year-old. No intellectual delays, right? No intellectual delays.
No intellectual delays.
Okay. That's the issue.
The delay is coming only with the lack of attention and impulsivity. Exactly.
Has he ever been to therapy?
No, I am a therapist.
But you can't be his though.
I can't.
You can't be his.
I'm doing my best here. I know we haven't put him in therapy yet. We would like him to be with a black therapist, a black male therapist. You know, that's hard to come by.
Okay. And you guys are where again? Where you based at?
We're in Prairieville. It's right outside of Baton Rouge.
Okay, Louisiana. If you text me, I might be able to send you some black therapists. Okay, if you text me
a little bit earlier today, but I'll text you again right
now. Here's what I want y'all to think about. If he don't have no academic problems, he should not have an IEP. Special ed is for learning. You've already confirmed he don't have no learning. Now he should. Well, the speech therapy. Well, the speech. Let me take that back. He should have an IEP for speech only. Speech only. He should have a 504 for the ADHD. Have you ever considered a 504 for the ADHD? A 504?
I haven't. Tell me more about the 504.
Okay. The 504 plan is similar to the IEP, but it's different. Okay. And let me explain to you 3 reasons where they differ. To get an IEP, you must have a special ed disability. That's one of the 13 federally defined special ed disabilities: learning disability, autism, intellectual disability, emotional disturbance, speech and language, blindness, deafness, traumatic brain injury, orthopedic impairment, multiple disability, other health impairment for like ADHD. So he got an IEP for ADHD. It's under other health impairment. So for the IEP, you must have a special ed disability. For the 504, you must have a disabling condition. It doesn't have to be a special ed. It could be poor memory. It could be diabetes, epilepsy. It could be anything that affects your ability to function in the school. To function in the school. IEP is learning. 504 is functioning. You get an IEP if the disability affects learning. You get an IEP if the disability affects learning. You get a 504 if the disability affects your functioning. Does that make sense to you?
That's perfect.
So if it were me, I would keep the IEP for speech. He needs that. But I would tell them I don't want him classified as other health impaired for ADHD because the ADHD doesn't affect his learning. I want a 504 instead. 504 provides you with accommodations. This is the 3rd difference. 504, you get accommodations. IEP, you get modifications.
Oh, here we go.
So that was me. Somebody called in, which I hate when they call my phone when they know I'm live. Okay.
You got to put it on IEP.
Yes, ma'am. With an IEP, if you're in 5th grade, you might get 3rd grade reading. With an IEP, if you're in 8th grade, you might get 5th grade math. With an IEP, you dumb down the instruction. IEP, you dumb down the instruction. With a 504, Same regular curriculum. Same regular curriculum. But you get accommodations, which include extra time to take his test. He can take his test in a different room. He can have a behavior plan. He can have a one-to-one aid. You know, any accommodation. 504 is purely accommodation.
That's what he gets now, but I like how you, the 504. So I'm definitely writing that
504.
Down. Okay.
Write down 504 plan. Write down 504 plan. Or you can text me and I'll text you 504.
We're going to remember it because it's the New Orleans area code. That's how we'll remember it.
Got you. But I want him with the 504. I want him to get some therapy. I know you're a therapist, but I can't be the therapist for my nephews and nieces. And you can't either, right? So we got to get him a therapist. But this is all emotion. Please don't medicate him. Please don't medicate him. Because the side effects of those drugs are going to damage that boy. They're going to mess with his thinking, kill cells, mess with organs, schizophrenia, tic disorders, psychosis, eating problems, weight gain, sexual dysfunction. Don't mess with the meds. This is all emotion. I wish I could work with him. I really wish
we wish you could work with him.
I tell you this, when I come to New Orleans, if you remind me, I like to sit down with him for maybe 30 minutes privately and just talk to him. Okay. And I'll tell you exactly what's going on. You know, but remember now, he just lost his mom. He's going through trauma and grief. And grief. And what are the stages of grief? Shock, denial, anger, bargaining, acceptance. He probably still in shock or denial. He lost both parents.
And
that's
now
what this is about.
He's in boot camp now. He's so used to being able to do whatever, and now he's in, you know, this very structured
But let me ask y'all this. Have both of you separately, not just as the parents, but separately, have both of y'all put the time in with him on the one-on-one? Did y'all provide him with the nurture and the intimacy that he would need from his parent figures? You look guilty, my brother. You looking real guilty.
Right, you're right. We are guilty. We are guilty. That's something that's challenging to figure out how to do with him.
Okay.
Because he don't relate to us in that way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He don't open up to us in that way. So
okay.
When he's with like say for instance when he's with my mother and my father, he gets more of that because it's not such the structured environment as it is at our house.
Okay.
And he opens up to them in that way. So there's somebody we kind of use for that, and also his other older sister.
That's what we had to figure out is we can't do it all.
Yeah,
like we went through a private attorney, we got him, we didn't go through the state, we did it all very quickly. And so we had to realize that we only can give so much, and we're relying on the rest of our family members to say, hey, you know, give him whatever we can't give to him as well.
Okay.
So he definitely has a village around him. It's not just us.
Okay. Let me know about February 1st. We can squeeze something in there. I like the meeting for a little bit. I really like the meeting for a little bit. But remember this. I'll leave y'all with this. And do you have my number to contact me?
Give it to me one more time.
It's let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, 1 second.
All right.
Okay.
215-989-9858. 215-989-9858.
We got it.
Shoot me that text and we're going to make it happen. But I commend y'all for what y'all did. Though. I want to say this. I commend y'all for what y'all did because too many black folks will let our nieces and nephews go into the damn system because of our selfishness. So I commend y'all for what y'all did, and I know y'all love them. And all we got to do is mend the broken edges. That's all. We'll be successful.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all.
Thank you,
Drive
Dr.
safe.
Really
And I'm still trying to figure out why he looked like he's driving on the wrong side. Y'all got to help me with that. I got a learning disability. I got to figure that one out. All right, family. Y'all be safe on the road.
You
All
too.
right.
Take
God
care.
bless.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Don't put your nieces and nephews in the system. Bring them with you. Don't put your nieces and nephews in the system. Bring them with you. Don't put your nieces and nephews in the system. Bring them with you. Tap in. Where the next question at? Tap in. Tap in. Get the 504, not the IEP. Get the 504, not the IEP. Get the 5. That's why y'all need to come to the training. That's why y'all need to come to the training. Get the 504, not the IEP. All right? Queen Conscious going once. Queen Conscious going twice. Queen Conscious going 3 times. Queen Conscious, are you there? I guess Queen Conscious tapped out. Who about to tap in next? Let me see. And how can I get right to my request line on Instagram? Y'all got to help me with this. How can I get right to my request line? Is there a button I could click instead of scrolling to get to my request line? All right. Bandman going once. Bandman going twice. Bandman. There you go, Bandman. Where you at in the world, my brother?
Indiana.
Indiana. What city?
I honestly can't even tell you.
What's your closest major city? Indianapolis or
Indianapolis. Indianapolis.
Okay, okay. I got somebody working on a training for Indiana right now. But how's it going out there for black folks? You know, Indiana is the first state that legalized sterilization. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Indiana was the first state in America that legalized sterilization. They would take our black mothers, brother, and they would go into their uterus without their permission, without the woman even knowing, and they would sterilize her if they felt that she was socially dysfunctional or intellectually retarded. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I watch
Go
a
right
lot
ahead.
of,
Go ahead.
I watch a lot of your stuff to I'm still in the learning process. Like I converted to Pan-Africanism.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
getting more of that. And my biggest question is, what can I do at my age? I'm 17 to get other young black people on the same page that I am. Because I'm
going to do. This is what you're going to do. I want you to organize as many black youth in Indiana as you can. Get you a notebook, and you start taking down their phone numbers and emails. And once you got 100 of them, phone number, email, and their name, 100, you're going to contact me. Dr. Umar got 100. And then me and you going to hold a youth conference for black Indiana. I'm coming. You understand? All you got to do is find a place. You ain't paying me no money. It ain't about that. Get me 100. I want you to come back to me when you got 100 youth in black Indiana, and you're going to put them on a WhatsApp group or however you're going to organize them, and you're going to let them know the date with Dr. Umar, and we're going to do a private. Nobody going to even know I'm coming there. They ain't going to even know. We're going to do a private black youth empowerment one-day conference, or maybe 2 days, once you get 100 youth together. You feel me? So we're going to jumpstart Pan-Africanism in Indiana. We're going to jumpstart, and I got to come back to Indiana anyway, because the oldest continuously owned piece of black farmland is in Indiana. The oldest continuously owned piece of black farmland is in Indiana, and I'm going to be doing some work with them. One of the brothers just got elected. He just hit me up. Shout out to him. He just got elected to public office in Indiana. So we're going to make this happen. Okay, so you have my number, my cell number?
I think I took it down. Yeah, I took it down.
Make sure you got it, because I want to make sure I fulfill my promise to you, my brother, because Indiana don't get a lot of black consciousness. So I'm going to make sure I do this for y'all.
So it's 215-989-9858?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got it.
Once you have your 100, you're going to let me know, and we're going to make that happen.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
All right?
Thank
In the
you.
meantime, stay out of trouble and stay away from the white girls. Peace and black power. All right, you laughed that off. I better not find out you messing with
I
her.
don't do no white girls.
Get you a queen. Get you a
yeah,
queen. I
I
don't
love
care if she
her.
butter
Right.
almond. I don't care if she butter pecan. I don't care
Yep.
if she caramel. I don't care if she's sweet brown sugar. I don't care if she fudge. I don't care if she's lemon. I don't care if she's French vanilla. But she better be an African. You got me?
Yep. I'm not for the whole little white thing. Like, I remember when I was younger. When I think back to it, when I was younger, I had like a little white girl thing, and now I understand why.
Yes, sir.
And it's more of, I didn't know my self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
I was more of like an outcast beforehand, before I am where I'm at now. And I think I do have an IEP to this day. I do have an IEP to this day, and I do have a problem with it. I done put it out there before, but people don't really listen like that. So I continuously do it, and I take it, I bring it towards people, and I don't come at people, but I come at a strong way when it gets to like a certain extent. I'm very respectful, and I conduct myself as a man should, even though I haven't had a father in my life. So it's harder to do that, and that's been since day one. So like trying to do things, butting heads with your mom, going back and forth over things that you know aren't right, but that she doesn't know, or that she feels like she doesn't have time for. Because there is times where she says, "I don't have time for this right now," and she is rushing out the door, like she comes home tired, and it gets hard after a while. But I'm working. I'm hopefully trying to move out by next year, August 27th.
Okay.
Trying to my plan is, my all-time goal in life is to get a big company started.
Okay.
I want I want a company like up at the top, so I can I can't think of the words. So I can give jobs. We're discriminated against a lot, and it's hard to sometimes get jobs. And how you spoke on how you just, when it gets hard and you have a family on top of that, then you go to doing things that you shouldn't do because it's easier money, and it's money like that. So I'm still pushing that. I do music too. I write music too. So I'm trying to get in the studio, and I'm trying to do something with that too as well. I have so far 12 songs, and I've been doing it for probably about 6 months.
Oh, that's powerful, bro. Are you still in school, or have you graduated yet?
I'm still in school. I'm a junior.
Okay. You said you have an IEP right now?
Yes.
Are you aware that you could call the IEP meeting yourself? You could call an IEP meeting yourself, because at the, I believe it's at the age, at 16, is either 14 or 16, and you're 17, so it doesn't even matter. But either at 14 or 16, a child can advocate for themselves. A student can advocate for themselves in the special ed IEP process. So if you wanted to, you could go to the special ed coordinator at your school and request an IEP meeting, and you could tell them, I no longer need this. I can succeed in the regular, unless you need it. Now, if you need it, you need it. But if you don't feel you need that, you could call an IEP meeting and tell them, I would like to be up out of here. I don't need this anymore, and I want to sign myself out. You're old.
I done did that before. But then, then it comes back to what mom says. They be like, it's what your mom says, not what you want. So then that's when that comes.
That depends too, because, and I don't want you and your mom to go at it, but depending on your state law, you could go to the court and petition to court to give you the right to make decisions about your own educational destiny. You will become an emancipated minor for educational programming only. You could do that. You could do that. Okay, where you become emancipated from your mom only for education, not totally, but you're 17. So even if you became an emancipated minor, period, I don't see anything wrong with it, because you're 17 anyway. You only got a few more months. So I really think, unless you and your mom could get on the same page with what's best for you with school, I think it's time for you to start advocating for yourself in those meetings, brother. And federal law gives you the right to do that.
Yeah, okay. I had another question too. In class. Well, I used to go to, have you heard of Crispus Attucks? I used to go to Crispus Attucks 7th through 10th. And this year I now go to Pike.
Okay.
You know, Pike is more of like a white school, so getting
Right.
in that type of area, I don't really like it. I don't like being around the big crowds of how the white kids act and stuff. And I had a music teacher or whatever, Mr. Stainbrook, and he did a lot of Christianity songs and multiculturalist songs and stuff I wasn't with.
Okay.
And then I you know, if you don't speak up, then it deducts your grade. And I spoke up on it after class to him and told him why I wasn't going to do it or why I felt wrong.
Okay.
And he